It's Alexander, Trey Alexander defending Adam Flagler. He will be the primary defender on what Greg McDermott says the heart and soul of the team. Right now, it's Mac's reaction.
Yeah, did a good job of not turning it over. Pressure from the Baylor Bears is starting to step up against these Gauchos.
And just the size from Baylor inside, can they continue to take advantage of their size, especially playing in the Big 12 conference, which was arguably, or it was the best conference in basketball.
Oh, backdoor look, beautifully done. Tied again at 26. What a spin handle. Oh, Pierre Louis.
He get a 10 for style points.
I was going to say
didn't finish.
Louis. Hand on now.
You got to save your best stuff, Avery, for when it does go in. Flagler. Penetration, kicks it out.
At University of North Texas, he's been an outstanding coach and has longevity at Baylor.
We heard Andy's report, and Scott Drew has to be pretty happy with those first two defensive possessions to open up the second half. He's got to be happy.
So that he can turn on the Jets.
It's Flagler taking it out.
I still love the pressure by the Baylor Bears because they're getting up. It's making them play faster. They weren't getting no easy points right now. They're creating turnovers and getting some buckets because of their pressure.
Miles Norris has not missed a shot. 4 for 4 from the field. A perfect 2 for 2 from 3. Bonner gets it, and he trains it.
Good seal by Oshunyi inside. The transfers from St. Bonaventure.
Yeah, they got a couple of them, both Holmes and Oshunyi. Bridges will try.
In terms of the glue guy, the toughness, the rebounding, and now some scoring as well.
Yeah, Bridges is their top rebounder.
Kid from Fairmont, West Virginia, transferred from West Virginia. Oh boy.
Oh, Bridges again. And again!
But he's heading towards double figures in points, rebounds, assists, and steals.
The hands off Pryor, and now Deontay George. George wants to recruit for Baylor. Bridges wide open look. Got it. He's got 20.
Look at this. That's the play of the game. That epitomizes everything that we've seen today.
Lohner at the basket puts it home.
To take that job because he wasn't sure about it. But is he sure now? I'd say yes. What an amazing hire.
Yeah, Naismith finalist for National Coach of the Year. There's L.J. Cryer, finally cracks the...
Not enough contact, let it go. Otherwise, it's a block or a charge. Lowe was lucky, too, by the way, because that could have been a quick second foul.
Bamba goes back door. Yes. Terrific find.
Nice.
Now they go down low, but Cisse couldn't handle the entry.
And he was open.
Bonner from the wing. Yes.
I want to tell you.
But a hustle rebound for Bridges. The extra effort for Thamba again on the offensive glass. Off of the Cryer miss. Bonner for 3. Yes.
Man, that is.
Was shaken up on that last play. Limped to the bench, replaced by Caleb Boone. So this is, I think, the first time Boone and Cisse have been on the floor together. Bridges for 3.
Big time, big time. Was playing great, Cisse. Really not the same player right now, but trying to give it a go, especially without Avery Anderson.
6 minutes to go, and now Oklahoma State is really playing with no margin for error, down by 14.
That's exactly right. They may have to start shooting the long ball, too. That's a foul.
Instead, it's a wide open wing jumper that's good again in the mid to upper 80s in terms of free throw percentage. So you have to think that's where Scott Drew will want to go with the ball. There's the double team.
And Thomba's open down the court again. Not going to throw it to him. There's
the home run ball. This time he makes no mistake as he hangs from the rim.
12 last year. He's had some great games. 29-point game against K-State. Had 26 early in the season against Gonzaga. It's pretty good competition. Ty Gonzaga, St. Mary. Yes, Bridges in the paint. And count it. He'll be at the line. They do an excellent job, both clubs. Defensively communicate well, well-coached basketball teams.
Cryer open. Oh, it spins in. Looked like it was about to bounce.
7 points a game? I can't believe it. Is that right? The number, she wasn't 17.
That's correct.
7 points.
7 points a game is 19.
Wow.
He is on fire. Bridges inside and a foul to boot.
Tell you one thing about games, and I'll probably get more because you're playing quad one team. In a way, sometimes it really troubles me because the teams that have great records many times that go into mid-major schools, they don't get that opportunity. It comes back to bite.
Dylan Sue now with 20. Oh, what a surge for the Bears today.
Brain, absolutely brain, that spurt. Oh my God.
Bonner, yes! What a day for him.
You get it?
The reason big guys are really good at that is because they're on the back line and they see the other four teammates.
Here's Cryer, catch and release. They've made their last 5.
The three from the other corner won't go for Cryer. A collision as two Jayhawks go flying. Yesufu and Cryer's got 8. They've got all 17 for the Bears. Dick from the corner. And hit the 3, and here come the Bears in transition.
Well, you go for a steal, you better get it because you're going to get punished like that when you don't. Brady Dick, these are big-time jump shooters, these three. Good ball movement.
Wilson, no. And George with the rebound.
Advantage Baylor.
George will finish it in transition.
And against a lesser defender, an easy basket for Baylor.
A huge bucket for the Bears. Keontae can have 52 points in the second half for the Jayhawks. Tchamwa Tchatchoua.
At Baylor, the #1 team offensively in the nation per KenPom, just ahead of the likes of Gonzaga, Iowa, Houston, and some others. They can really score. Cryer for 3.
And that came off the offense.
Dribble, and those bigs are very good at rim running like Flo Thamba just did there.
Number 10 in white, Adam Flagler, coming off a 28-point effort. He's another one. And there's the first 3.
Those front ends in a game where you're going to need points, to miss that is a killer.
LJ Cryer thought about the 3. Tchamwa Tchatchoua. Cryer got it.
A perimeter shooting team. It's nice to see one go down there.
That ends an 8.5-minute drought of game time for these Mountaineers. Tchamwa Tchatchoua working on Wagee. Look at that movement on the baseline. Matthews, here comes Flagler. Baylor an unbelievable 110-10 over the course of the last 6 years when they have a lead at the half. And LJ Cryer. Here in Waco, a 7-point lead for the Baylor Bears, ranked 9th in the country. Winners of 9 of their last 10. Flagler in amongst the trees, out to Cryer. That's three-pointer number 6. Grabs the rebound. Cryer, not that time. Just a second miss from beyond the arc tonight. Caleb Lohner. The one more. And Cryer pays it off again.
Jamie Dixon is talking to Gary Maxwell. Early in the game, they missed that one.
Off the inbounds, LJ Cryer knocks an empty possession there for TCU. And as we mentioned, you got Jonathan Tchamwa Tchatchoua in the game for Baylor.
He's going to take some minutes away from the terrific freshman Ojamuna, but he makes this team deeper, stronger, better defensively, and he's a great screener.
Flagler. Langston Love now in for Baylor. He's coming off.
Can be hazardous to your playing time.
Here's Gunn. Chama Chachua 0 for 3 from the field. A couple of those three-point shots so far today in his third game back.
TCU switches, so those big guys are out on the floor guarding the smalls. Pretty good job so far. Nice.
Into the corner, Flagler. Cryer penetrates, 14-footer, good.
Money. He is money. His everyday John is on a guard. They are driving him. And they've had success with that. He's got to cushion him a little.
Bridges, the spin move into the lane and finishes it there. It's a good sign for Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's a little bit of some designed action, and you saw him drive aggressively to the basket off of the cut. The excellent sign getting him involved early.
To use that in the corner for a three, in and out. Offensive rebound, Olwe, but Thamba blocks it from behind.
Well, you saw the athleticism of Olwe and the length of Baylor in that possession. Want those explosions that Baylor can have.
Off the inbounds, and one opportunity for George. In and out, kicked out, 3 Flagler. Another offensive rebound, this one for Langston Love. Couple opportunities there in the broken floor for Baylor, and now Chama Chachua's 3! His first bucket.
On February 12th, left knee injury, ligament, nerve damage, serious stuff. And to see him back on the court, pretty special.
Testimony to hard work. Nice roll, but a good cutter normally didn't get to the rim.
Off the stutter step, kick it around. Good defense here for Texas Tech.
You got to be right up on the catch.
Corner, Cryer, bottom.
Made him take it too, though.
Jalen Tyson on the receiving end.
Yeah, not a good cover at all.
11-8, Red Raiders.
They want him to shoot it.
He made some threes last year.
He did.
What a setup! Inside, loader.
One and change assist. He does a great job finding people leading to other goals.
24-23 Baylor. Flagler, the cutter is Thamba. Layup good. And the foul.
He is really into this flow. They don't cover the back for him. Nice hands late. George.
Botchell loses it. Up ahead for Cryer.
Nice pass.
Extra. Big finish for Bridges. He is slicing up Baylor.
Terrific job. Not a two-man game with he and O'Banner. I think they're going to have to go to.
Bridges back in there, had that hard fall on the jam at the end of the first half. Directing traffic, Flagler. Now it's Bridges, one-on-one. Over O'Banner. Broken.
I guess that back's pretty good, huh?
Shot clock down to 5. Washington, that's an air ball. Baylor has possession before the shot clock violation.
That was all great defense by Jonathan.
Swing. Bridges.
Great cut to get.
And you see how they have spread it around with those guards and Bridges. Flagler using the screen from Chama Chachua. Kick out.
How about this?
The jumper is smooth per game. That's third among freshmen in the country.
Nice play.
Feed it inside. And the finish for Ojanwuna.
For Scott Drew's team. Thamba tips it to Bridges, and Baylor controls this as Flagler.
This is a guard-oriented, beat you off the dribble offense.
One of the things about these 3 guards, Flagler, Cryer, and then this guy, Keontae George, is they can all get their own offense. They can all get it off the dribble. Shot clock under 10. Flagler, right side. Brooks got it, wide open.
I'll tell you, backcourt, 50% of their shots from the perimeter come off the dribble, so they really know how to create for themselves.
Tyrese Hunter on Flagler. Catch and shoot, and that will go to 9 on ESPN.
Yep, you got some of the best freshmen in the country tomorrow night playing.
And that knocked down is
Will Baker, the local kid, now at Nevada, was at McDonald's all night. But he's come home.
John Wuna hands off Flagler. With hesitation. John Wuna able to get that one to
him down below the catch spot. He caught that at about where it says Kansas on his jersey. And instead of going down for some rhythm, that ball went right up into a shooting motion.
And right side.
He is starting to feel it. 23 of 46 from the field his last two games. 38 against Kansas State, 30 against TCU. And that is red hot.
Yeah, we've seen teams defend Kansas all over Grady Dick from three and letting everybody else shoot it.
Norman, where the Sooners right now, according to Joe Lunardi, the last team in and need a win here to stay in the field. Baylor has the game's first possession.
How Oklahoma defends the perimeter is imperative in this ball game, considering 45% of the shots Baylor takes is from the three-point line.
Flo Thamba with the left hand for the first bucket of the game.
And
long rebounds. Here's Jalen Hill down low on Bridges. Another Thamba rebound. Bridges took a unintentional blow to the face. He's a little slow getting into the play, and there's Thamba who has another bucket.
Sometimes we make it so difficult because we want to do all this dribble drive and swing it and rotate it. Just no, let's go back to the play that we know works. Look how far they got from extended running their offense. And that's the kind of ball pressure you need.
Hill staying with Flagler, shovels to Thamba, who rolled to the basket.
No lie. I mean, the rotation, the rhythm, the shot, all of it.
Long rebound. Bridges deflects it out to Cryer. George, a two.
There we go.
The 2-point shot. Bridges is wide open for a go-ahead three for the Bears.
Attendance this year.
And it's as good a student section as there is in college basketball.
There's Adam Flagler, 10 and green with the ball. One of the best three-level scorers in the game. Jalen Bridges from three. He knocks it down. He's struggled from.
Another tough shot. You know, Cryer was forcing him baseline into the help of Ojan Wuna.
Another jumper goes for
assists, and Harmon has been their point guard. He's not a high assist guy. He didn't have any assists in that game against Texas, but a really nice find on a wide open, a defensive breakdown, a wide open Daniel Bacho.
George again. And we talked about this throughout the season, Chris. You watch a Baylor basketball game, you're going to get at least one of those highlights that we just showed. At least one eye-popping assist from one of the great scorers in this league in Keontae George. Nice feed, Lohner, the two-hand flush.
I mean, he has 25 on 12 shots.
Talk about efficient.
And he's already got in Big 12 play a game of 32 and a game of 27.
And this is the best league in basketball, by far. No easy nights in the Big 12. Again, a nice rim run by Josh.
Baylor wearing gray, Oklahoma State in orange, and it's the Bears with the game's first possession. Cryer, three on the way.
And that was they've done a nice job guarding some of those crossing actions, the pin downs that Oklahoma State runs. Oklahoma State's had a couple open looks, though.
A three from Bridges. George going to shoot over that zone and knock down his first shot of the game. Bryce Thompson and Caleb Boone have been on the bench for a while with 2 fouls for Oklahoma State. Flagler over the top. Nice pass. And the land. And he's coming off a career-high 32 points on Wednesday in Morgantown, and just 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, hitting a 3. 3, Thompson, short. On rebound to Cryer. LJ almost had it punched out from behind. He gets it off in time to Flagler, and Thombo finishes the play with a layup. So Avery's getting close to that 1,000 career scoring mark. Flagler.
He's the only player in the Big 12 that's attempted more than 100 threes this season. He hit his first shot from in close.
He had all day to shoot that one, and he's too good of a shooter for you to be left that open.
Just picked up his second personal foul. Baseline jumper from L.J. Cryer knocks it in.
It's interesting. Slow time, but not out there right now. I mean, it's early on in the second half, and Coach Drew is going with his freshman. I think that's an interesting decision, and we'll see how it pays off.
Thombo picked up his third personal foul right before the half. George, head fake. Knocks it down, Keontae George. Mitchell, in and out, wanted a foul. Flagler, tripped in the open floor, Baylor. Flagler attacks, kills his dribble, finds Cryer, his rising fire, sputters in.
Johnson with 8 in the first 5 minutes.
Whenever Johnson has the ball isolated, you must send a double. He is too good, too hard to stop one-on-one.
Edges inside. So Baylor back to within 1. Desi Sills a quick trigger. George the floater, good. Keontae. Marquise Noel second in the nation in assists. His vision is off the charts. Flagler inside, and Josh Ojon
was one of the key emphasis that Coach Drew and his staff had in practice. The way TCU was able to kill them in transition, they have to do a better job, and that's one of the examples. Have to be able to get back.
Flagler feeds it to Lohner. This is a 3.
Adam Flagler is top 3 hardest guys he's ever had to guard.
Wow.
His pace, the way his shiftiness, he's extremely hard to guard.
From the Presbyterian Blue Hose to the Baylor Bears. Flagler, a laser pass to Thombo for 2. I'm a Baylor fan. What is that? What are you doing? So Baylor ball down by 5. Yeah, it's my game face. I'm in my game face, and I'm supporting the Big 12 here. Langston Love, 3 ball. That's a swish. Big shot from. And the lefty goes 1 for 2. 3-point game under 30 seconds. Here comes Flagler. Out to Jalen Bridges for the triple.
For 1 in gold, controls the opening tip for Baylor.
When you watch Baylor this year, it's 4 out, a lot of ball screens, a lot of dribble weaves side to side, and these guards very creative.
Here's George from the wing. Got it. Good start.
Kids. One's a junior, Miles, and George, obviously, the precocious freshman.
Those two know each other well from the Metroplex and also from playing together at the Damian Lillard summer camp this past summer. More on that later. Here's Adam Flagler, 10 in gold. Out to George, nice shot fake. Top of the key, and he's 2 for 2. And he's got 4, now the lead down to 4 for Baylor.
Such a solid TCU team. They go 9 deep. O'Bannon, after 3 years at USC, a lot of injuries, really found a home in Fort Worth. Yep, he's the son of Charles O'Bannon.
UCLA Bruin, national champion, 1995.
Now George on the drive. Good footwork from the precocious one. 23 in that win against Texas Tech in the Big 12 opener. Here's George. He led all scorers with 16 in the first half.
Nice pass.
Nice pass from Flagler to Thamba.
And they're giving TCU what they've gotten this whole second half, which is easy opportunities at the rim. Impressed with this TCU team.
Yeah.
One of the more experienced teams in college basketball.
93% of their points and rebounds back from last year. Jalen Bridges for three.
Nicely.
4 points for Lipsy, but he's really impressed with his assist to turnover ratio. Coming in 48 assists, only 18 turnovers for the freshman.
And that equals poise right there.
10 on the shot clock. Flagler's got the mismatch, takes advantage. What a pretty dime to Ojonwunu.
Well, Jones pretty good, but not the passer that Oshuni is. So it takes away an option in that pick and roll game.
Tough assignment, the freshman Lipsy trying to check Adam Flagler. He had 18 in the first half. Now Keontae George, heat check. 20 made field goals, and in the second half, they're shooting 9 for 13 from the field. That is why they have themselves a 10-point lead with 9 minutes gone by in the second half.
See now, coming out of a timeout, they go zone, 2-3.
George, spot up, 3, got it!
Yep.
But you go right into his chest, sort of climb up him, draw the contact. Flo did a nice job not fouling him, but there was weak side offensive help for the putback.
Foul on Spencer on the defensive end. Bears get another opportunity. Nice pass, Flagler, the assist.
3 to shoot. Tough 2 by Rodman. And another great defensive possession by Baylor. In the corner, 3 ball. LJ for the night.
You mentioned they had missed him for 4 games, and we've mentioned that this is a shorthanded Wazoo team all season long, but these guys are playing well tonight.
Pryor answers with a 3.
I will say this, that Flo Thamba and Drew Timme are going to be the sorest dudes on the court when they get done. They've been banging so hard. Did you just...
14 points off turnovers, and Baylor looks lost offensively. And finally, Keontae George with
knocking it down. Boy, they distribute the ball weak side. That skip pass extraordinarily well. Nice cut.
Beautiful cut. Bridges the finish.
Of course, the press hasn't been as tenacious. Good running of the out-of-bounds play. Oso.
Would you watch a game show called Layup or Oso?
I may later.
Love hangs and scores.
I'm mixing it up. I realize the importance of seeing others and giving it up. Again, back to that Horns look. They only used it once or twice in that first half. Look at the mismatch in the low post. But again, that's not their game.
No, Mitchell fighting with Thamba as that goes down.
Bridges for 3. Left corner, no good. Flo Thamba, the offensive rebound. Thamba, pretty good height advantage underneath today.
Yeah, I like this zone right here by McNeese. Knowing they really can't match up man for man.
English is first. English, 6-foot sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. Inbound, Cryer. 6'5" senior from Fort Myers, Florida.
You just can't keep giving up open shots like that. I mean, we've seen about 3 or 4 just wide open threes that McNeese has been able to take that have been uncontested from Baylor.
This is the starting 5 back on the floor for the Bears. Drive on the baseline for a...
Impressive. So kudos to Tony Bennett and his team because they shot the cover off the ball. But in the second game, against UCLA, the way Adam and LJ Cryer were just able to ice that ball game.
Flagler brings it up for the Bears. Adam Flagler leading the Big 12 Conference in assists at this point in the season. 7.5 assists per game for Flagler.
Wow, I mean, that was a question mark coming into this season. Can Adam Flagler turn into a point guard? And to be quite frank, I think he can.
Reverse layup, no good. Lohner knocked off the ball. Flagler runs it out for Baylor. Up the floor to George. Layup, good, and a foul.
Will they try to get him the ball? Will they try to get him in his spots? And I mean, we saw that possession right there, trying to post him up.
Rebound, alley-oop, and the finish by... One rebound. Inbounds to George, and the three is points by Keontae George. Up and under, shot no good. Flagler the rebound. Bears continue to push the tempo. Ahead to George, a three.
Inside, tough finish from Jalen Clark.
Oh, nice.
On the outlet, woo-woo. LJ Crump. The pros who come into UCLA that train, that get in those pickup games. He said, so we actually had our 5 starters go up against pros this summer, and we beat them head to head. He said we were excited because we had all 5 of our guys as Keontae George.
A lot of talent. Has a good feel for the game as well.
Curling off the screen, Cryer ripping down.
On a pin down.
He had missed his first 3 threes. That's his first knockdown. Here comes Flagler from the pack.
He'll shoot it.
Cryer, spot up. Oh, off the whip. So Baylor inbounds, 12 on the shot clock for the Bears. Curling, Cryer nails a 3.
Gardner got out quickly. His man popped, and Cafaro helped Gardner. Good teamwork. Uh-oh.
Off the inbound, here's Cryer rattling in a 3.
Since the beginning of the game, Ben Vanderplas, his first name is Bennett. He was named after Dick Bennett because his dad was a teammate of Tony Bennett at Green Bay.
Uh-oh. 3 rattles in for LJ.
That early foul by Flo. He wants to stay in this game and not pick up the second. But to start the second half, he's going to have to be more aggressive defending the rim.
Deep 3 goes for Keontae. Extra pass, Vanderplas, another head fake, left alone.
If you're Baylor, you got to play fast.
There's a quick 3. Honor nails it. 2:18 to play.
Unless you get an easy layup, you got to shoot a 3 and throw caution to the wind.
Curling, that's a 2. Let go for Cryer.
Missed by George, a run out. Here's Kuntz. Tried to go between the legs of Flagler. Ball knocked away. I don't think that was intentional. Bears come away with the steal. Cryer for 3, and it's good. Colorado. 8-5 Bears on top. 4.5 minutes in. Caleb Lohner's on the floor. Caleb, the transfer from BYU, originally out of Flower Mound. Also, Josh Ojanwuna is out there. Big man for the Bears. The Baylor Bears. Cryer into the paint. Nice move. Little. Zach Loveday on the floor for the first time tonight. 7-foot junior. Gallipolis, Ohio. How about have a 15-5 lead in fast break points. Steal taken away by Cryer up the floor. Back to Cryer for the lay-in on the assist.
If you're an offensive player.
Keontae George had a look at a 3, wouldn't go. 3 by Johnson near side, no good. Rebound Flagler, runs it up, has options. Bounces on the baseline to Bridges for 2. On the night tonight, Daniel tells us. And that equals the steal total. Oh, whoa, the alley-oop. Last year, just a little over a year ago in the exhibition game or scrimmage game for the Bears against A&M. Kick to the left side to Love for 3, and it's in. Another assist by Adam Flagler. Baylor up by 30 with 8:43 to play. Into the corner to Cryer. And a 3 ball is in.
It was in a little too far.
Steal or a rebound by Flo Thamba. Puts the ball in the hands of Flagler. Back to Thamba. Nice pass. Give and go. Freshman to freshman. 77-46 our score. 6:40 to play. The alley-oop up and in. Another bounce into the paint. Bridges trying to hold his ground defensively. Does a good job there. Shot no good by Chris Ford. Up the floor in a hurry. George no good. Bears with the rebound. Bears with a chance to string some points together here. Now leading by 14. Bridges, three is good!
Penetration by Bonner, though, and his ability to get it into the lane and look out to the perimeter and find somebody who was open. And Love was wide open. Good play, just wouldn't go down.
Open three by Tate is no good. Bears have built the lead to 15. They've led by as much as 17 here in the game. Flagler to Love, back to Flagler. Love for three. It's good from the right hand. 17-53 was the final over Mississippi Valley State. 6 Baylor players in double-figure scoring. Coach Drew's nephew is on that Northern Colorado team.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And the one game that is not on that upcoming schedule, circle this one, December the 2nd, Gonzaga.
Yeah.
That might be fun.
That would be the next game after Marquette. It'll be at the Pentagon in South Dakota. Gonzaga survived by 1 point. There's Old Man River, Flo Thamba. We're glad to have him back in the post position for the Bears. There's Bridges, gets the feed and the bucket. First points of the season. Tweety Carter back as part of Coach Drew's staff. We'll talk more about him. Ty Beard, Jason Smith. Great staff for the Bears. Three in transition by Cryer is good. That's bounds on the inbounds play. Baylor continues to work a little backcourt pressure. Up 35-11 on Mississippi Valley State. Three right side is good by Bonner. Can't you do some things and see some things and learn some things about your team playing against another opponent that you can't get in practice?
Yeah, a lot of times you play these games, and for the past 2-3 months, that's a great finish right there. Langston even charts everything in practice.
Josh Ojonwuna is back on for the Bears. 55-18 is the score. Couple of free throws by Walker from Mississippi Valley State. Flagler, nice. How about that? Just kind of loops the pass underneath for
talented guard.
Shot rolls in for a Recco Gibson. Over Loveday. Loveday at the other end with the layup. When you hear Lagos, Nigeria, what do you think of? Former player.
From here?
No, not necessarily here. Maybe University of Houston.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Under 4 minutes to play in this game. Pass. Stolen away by Flagler. To Love for the layup for 2 for the Bears.
Jay Modino.